Hey Collective. I was just about to move my camera again and it just did like a countdown. So here we are. We're starting. Phone was like, nah, just do it. Stop mucking around. Welcome. If you are new, welcome. I say a lot here. So I do not introduce myself in these videos, I have noticed. I am Tracy, not a big fan of names. It's part of my identity crisis. I am many things. For someone who doesn't like labels, I have a lot of labels. Oops. Let's start by cleansing our energy, and then maybe my brain will work. So yeah, welcome in. These readings are timeless. Everyone's readings are timeless. So when they pop up for you on your timeline, they are synchronized for you to listen at that time. Also, if you are led to a certain reading, then you have been guided towards that reading. If any of the message don't resonate, you are not ever forced to take it on. Also, use your own discernment. These readings, these videos are for guidance, for information, for knowledge. We are sharing our wisdom as a collective, and I watch readings myself. I have been watching them for about 5 years, I think. And so yeah, if it doesn't resonate, don't absorb it. If it helps you, then that's a bonus, and be grateful for it. Gratitude is also always good. If you are in a place of darkness, if you're in a place of anxiety, if you are an absolute mess and you don't know where you are and where you stand, which happens to all of us often, it's part of the cycle. Everything has a process because everything has a system. Everything has a simulation or multiple simulations. And so if you are a mess and you don't know where you fit in the world and you've lost your identity, well done. You are on the journey and you are exactly where you're meant to be. 222, you are in alignment, and sometimes being in alignment is being lost, and it's perfectly fine to be lost. It's perfectly fine to not be okay. We're not meant to be okay all the time. We are meant to leave our comfort zones, because if we don't leave our comfort zones, we will be pushed out of the nest. So if you're not comfortable, try learning how to be comfortable in not being comfortable, or just trust in those moments where did you just jump in the window, cat? Man, this cat. In your moments of unsurety, just learn to trust and be grateful. Look around and be, I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Bless you. Confirmation. Be grateful. Like, that will bring your frequency up straight away. Look around. What have you got? Who are you? What have you learned? Reflect on the places you have been. Like, reflection is a really handy tool. Like, you look back and you're like, that's who I was. That's before I learned what I've learned, and I went through these experiences in life to learn what I learned, and I couldn't have learned that and grown and evolved from who I was into who I am without those experiences. We must be grateful even for our painful experiences. I say it a lot, that we grow from pain. Doesn't mean go and put yourself in a karmic cycle or in a domestic violent relationship or, in any unsafe place. We're meant to learn from that, and we're meant to use our discernment. And our body is a temple. Our soul is our everything. We need to protect ourselves. We need to love ourselves for exactly who we are and where we are at all times. So bring yourself, if you're in worry, if you're in fear, if you're in anxiety, grab your inner child, sit with her or him, and just let them know they're okay. Might be a little bit, like a washing machine cycle. It's how I like to think of it sometimes, because, it feels like that sometimes. It feels like you've been put in a washing machine cycle. So wherever you're at in your washing machine cycle, you'll come out clean, right? None of us are perfect, but it's just washing the dirt off. It's washing the stuff you have collected on your journey, because we collect other people's trauma, we collect opinions, we collect all sorts of things that don't even belong to us, because we're sponges. They say babies and children, they're sponges, but so are we, so are adults, no matter how old you are. I've met people in their 60s and 70s that are absolute sponges, and they're still learning stuff. At 90 years old, like, we're still going to be learning stuff. Like, my nanas are 90 and they're still here, they're still kicking. And I often think to myself, imagine what they've learned. Imagine seeing 90 years of the world. Like, one of my nanas over in England, she's here, but when she was over in England before they came over here, like, she was back in, like, I think she was like a young child in World War II, and like bombs were dropping on her, like around her house, and she has a fear of thunder and lightning because of it. Like that PTSD from war times. My great grandmother, her son went over to Egypt and fought in the war. He brought a bracelet back for his mum, which was actually given to me and handed down to me, and my house got robbed last year and it got stolen, and I did try to manifest it back, but obviously I wasn't meant to have it, otherwise I would have it. I can see a triangle, and according to my chart, like, it just was standing out to me at my window on my neighbour's house. It means Trinity, creativity, connection, action, and balance. So I'm going to do a bit of talking before we get into these cards, because I'm an energy reader, I'm a medium, I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm still always, as we always are, mastering and learning and training in my gifts. So we've just gone through a massive releasing. It's also a plane. I wonder if there's a plane on here. I see planes a lot. There's a boat, but there's no plane. But to me, planes are about soaring, about being free, about opening your mind. There's so much more out there. So taking yourself out of the little box, and don't let anybody put you in a little box. Okay, people are constantly trying to put me in a little box, and people they do that because when you have an open mind, when you are open to things, and you like to observe and you like to learn, and you it makes some people very uncomfortable. It triggers them because they feel safe in their little boxes, so they want to put you in a little box. And then they feel safe because you're controlled. That's why people try to control you, because they want to feel in control, to feel safe. And I don't like that. Especially when I've just released control. You know, you go through, like, if you don't release control, the universe will come and slap it right out of you. Like spiritually, energetically, just slap you to pieces. Slap it, knock it right out of you, because we're here to grow and learn and evolve, and we can't do that in a box. You can't do that in a box. Don't categorize people. So grab your cups of teas and find a nice quiet place and be a sponge, but a sponge of discernment. I try to make sure everything I say is truth and is, open for interpretation. It is up to you always what you take on. It is up to you always, you are your best guide, okay, your intuition. We should, we listen to our guides, we listen to, people who channel and stuff, but you are your own boss, okay? Your soul, you need to listen to your soul mostly, to your intuition, because your life is about you, nobody else. Nobody has the right to tell you what to do. Nobody has the right to put you in a box. It's funny, because a few years ago, I was in a box, and I called myself the fox in the box. And I went through this stage where I ripped myself out of the box, and then I was standing on this transformer, like a power transformer. I remember I had a friend called Alice, and I was like, took a photo, and I was like, look, the fox is out of the box, and she's on the box. She owns the box. This is my box. Oh, feels like a long time ago that I used to make the fox in the box jokes. And then I was at like festivals or parties, and I'd set up my station wagon I had with all my like soft toys, and it was my safe place, it was my comfy place, it was my place to go. And when I was feeling overstimulated and I needed some space to myself, and I would call it my box. And my friends be like, oh yeah, the fox is in the box. Like and then like, oh that's right, this guy who he was an Aries as well, and like when you get a toxic Aries male, they like can be quite terrifying, to be fair. If you're a toxic male Aries, sort your shit out, do some healing. An upside down Emperor is no good. He's all about control. So he tried to get in the box, and my friend Alice was sitting in the corner at the end, and she's going, no, that's the fox's box. You can stay there on the outside, but you are not allowed in the box. That's her safe place. Can't just be climbing, we've got to respect people's safe places. It's okay to get overstimulated. We do. There's a lot of stuff out there. And, being a sponge, we can get overstimulated with information, with experiences, with feelings, with emotions. And then that's when we need to come into hermit mode, and we need to just kind of unpack it, everything we've absorbed, and take it off and put it, process what we've learned, process what we're feeling, process our experiences. I'm still trying to quit, but I realized cold turkey is really stressful and probably not good for my nervous system. So my psychologist I saw a couple of years ago, I did EMDR therapy, which is hardcore PTSD therapy, and he suggested that like the best way to quit something is to make a date and work your way towards that, like a weaning. Some things need to be done cold turkey because they're really bad for you. like meth. That should be done cold turkey. Don't wean yourself from that. I won't get into that too much because I don't know how YouTube feel like, talking about addictions and drugs and stuff, but I've pretty much had them all. And I'm at vaping, which I am weaning myself from, and then I will be addiction free completely. But then also, what I've learned with the vaping addiction is there's addictions that are mental and emotional, right? Like attachments, codependency, habits, behaviors, and so I've learned, like when we've been brought up in stressful situations, we've been brought up in trauma, we get an addiction for trauma. When things get quiet and you've had a lot of battles, and then the battles stop and all of a sudden you're in peace and you're in safety and you don't understand it, and you're uncomfortable because you're used to fighting and you're used to standing your ground and you're used to having your boundaries up, and all of a sudden it's safe and you're like, what's this? I think I talked about this in one of my other videos, but just opening your mind and being kind to yourself, being loving, being, supporting yourself and self-soothing through these things, not putting so much pressure. That can be an addiction too, is putting pressure on yourself and control, right? You've got to release control and flow with how things are going, just flowing with your intuition. Pressure is stress. Stress is really bad for our bodies. Stress can do a lot of damage to our minds and to our bodies. So that's what I'm focusing on really, is making my space and my mind a stress-free zone. So taking that pressure off myself, because it, the cortisol that's released, the fear that, it opens the door for fear and anxiety to come in, and shame, and all of these lovely human things that we feel. And so just observing, right? Observing ourselves. Okay. Should we get into doing some cards? Let's get into some channeling. Actually, I wanted to pull out some new cards. So let's do that. I have some new cards. I'll be back in a moment. No, cat. I'm not going to feed you all day. Okay. These ones have been like looking at me. I work at the markets usually, but I had this altercation with this super creepy demon guy, and he kept coming around to my house because of my neighbor, and he was super weird, like the weirdest kind of manipulation, creepy, that and then he like turned up at the markets when I was working at the markets, and I thought I was tripping. I thought I was tripping because it was in a different scene, in a different, but his voice, I recognized his voice. And he said something creepy to me. I don't know. He has a child, and I just got the creepiest creep feelings. And because I'm a little, I am like my soul is a child. Like I'm an adult, but I go more to my innocent childlike self. My inner child is very alive, and I think I come under like a little category, but not in a weird kind of kink way. And so I attract these gross men. And so he turned up there, and he ended up actually turning up here and yelling at me twice in one day. And I had intuitively screenshotted the text messages he had sent me. And so he was calling the police when he was here. I had to yell at him, and I don't like yelling. I don't like yelling. But I had to yell at him to get off my property. And I called the police and served my second trespass order for this month. But I haven't been back to the markets because the stress, right? So it's just not worth it for me. I'm just waiting for my intuition to tell me whether that has been and done and gone and I go on to the next stage, or if I choose a different lot of markets, or I'm just chilling really and waiting, just watching, my path. Your path will always show itself. At the moment, really what I'm doing is I am recovering from all other people's stress and drama and the lessons I've learned, and rejuvenating myself. So I have done an organic face mask and a hair mask today. Been eating really healthy, good things. That is, food is medicine, plants are medicine. And sometimes that's what we do. We just recover, and then our path is shown and we move on to the next stage and we're ready for it. But yeah, always listen to your intuition about people. People will always show who they are. Let's use these cards. Let's say a quick prayer to our spirit guides and our angels and more. Spirit guides, angels, please come to me now. Be in this reading with us, protect us. Do not let any negative, dark energies in this space. We are channeling through light. Lord, please protect and guide us in this moment so we may get the messages that we need to get and the guidance that we need to walk through these new doors on our path and stay on the path of light and life. Amen. All right. Pay yourself first. That's interesting. Yeah, I've never heard that in my life. Make yourself most important. Financial obligation. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have the savings to invest in your present and in your future. This is really important because a lot of our stress comes from finances, right? And a lot of our triggers can come from finances and not feeling independent, not feeling like we can be self-sufficient. I'm well aware that this was, one of my biggest triggers was, and also comes under hyper independency as well. So you've got to kind of kick the hyper independency, and you've got to learn to take support that's offered, like resources, be resourceful. So instead of struggling and stressing out and reaching out in the wrong places in desperation, there are places you can go that will help, that, if you're open to resources, if you're open to the support, there are churches, whatever comes. I notice, like, through the Salvation Army we have here in New Zealand, whatever they give me, it's healthy, it's for me, it's magic. There's lots of things that I call magic. Alignment mostly is magic to me when I'm aligned. And you get the butterflies and you get that. It's just a nice feeling when you're aligned, right? You're walking the right path, you're doing the right things, you're following your intuition, and you're rewarded. You're rewarded with the things that you need. I don't know how I feel about vaping during my recordings, but I'm human. Positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path you are on. Keep the faith and keep moving. We've got some lions in there. Bit of Leo energy, I feel. Fire energy, action, patience, strength. Not sure what I'm going to call this reading. Oh, I got my hot foot. I want to know what that means. I want to know what the hot foot means. I was getting it a lot. And then it stopped, and now it started again. But like, I don't have a fear. When it was first happening, when these funny things happened, abundance mindset. I guess I was in a place of fear and anxiety because I'd put all this pressure on myself. And what I've learned from this is that whatever's going on around you, inside you, stay optimistic, stay positive, keep your frequency high, and you'll be safe. If you are not letting, there's a hawk flying around out there. Is it a hawk? No, it's a heron. There's this heron that kind of comes past every day. I have looked it up before to see what it means. Now the phone's on charge. That's why it's quiet. I don't know meditation music. But yeah, just stay positive. Just love yourself. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. A lot of that negative, weird stuff stops coming through if you take the pressure off and you just be in the moment and be in the present and just be happy. Even if everything's falling apart, it's coming together. No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood. There you go. Which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. That's exactly it. You have the power. If you're feeling powerless, just remember your life is in your control. Everything is in your own control. You need to take your power back from wherever it went, wherever you put it, wherever whoever you let take it from you, whatever took it from you, you need to sleep. Sleep, take some magnesium, eat some good food, have some time out, listen to some good music, cut out anything that's making you feel negative or weird. You don't need it, okay? You do not need to feel that way. Oh, obstacles and blocks are lifted. So, abundance mindset. These are gorgeous cards. I'm really glad I got them out. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, and think and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, that is what you will experience. You are abundant. Someone came and commented on one of my videos the other day, and I don't mean anything negative by it. It just let me see. I guess I've been in that space as well. Before I opened my mind, they said they had nothing. And I don't understand that. But I've been there. I've been in a space where I thought I had nothing. But for me now, where I am, you can never have nothing. You have a life. If you are alive and you're watching this video right now, you have a life. You have been given life. You have strength. You have power. You have beauty. You have options. We are powerful beings. And even if you've lost everything material, if you've lost, and you just have you, and you're homeless, and you're, you have no job, that could mean, what they meant by nothing. You've got somewhere to start. You have got a fresh foundation to build on. You've got a clean foundation to build on. You get to decide what you're going to do. You are rebuilding from scratch, and that is a beautiful place to be. I have rebuilt from scratch many a times, and I have, been gifted with many lives. I've had, pretty horrible experiences, and I've had really magical experiences. I've had very loving experiences. I've had all sorts of experiences, and I am super grateful for all those experiences because they've made me everything I am, and I am a lot of things. Right? Experience makes us a lot of things. So if you feel you have nothing, you have everything. It's all inside you. You can always get more stuff. You can always get a new job. You can always get another house. You can always get another friend. You can always get another family. You can get another anything. Okay, you've just got to make a plan. You've got to get yourself into a positive mindset. You've got to do some healing and release the blockages that you have that have limited your thinking to being in a little box of I have nothing. Okay, you are what you think, you are what you eat, you are what you do. So if you change those things, you become something different. You shapeshift. I've got partnership here, but I'll read that one second. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. This is yummy. I like this. All your good personal work and positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude and ensure that your flow of abundance continues. When you've been working and working and working and working and putting in work and stuff, like, we'll often come to a point where we're like, I can't see it. Why aren't I getting anywhere? Am I going around in circles? I'm doing all these things, all these right things. I'm putting in the work, where those moments are usually getting us ready, okay? Because logically, you put in the work. It's just, I'm gonna go back to the garden hypothesis again. The garden, You plant your seeds, you nurture your garden, you follow through with the process, and you will come to harvest. But whatever you are thinking, whatever you're putting into it, whatever you are nurturing with, you will harvest. You are building. With whatever you are thinking, whatever you are feeling, whatever you are putting into your project is what you're going to harvest. If you are negative, you're going to build something negative. If you are truthful and you're honest, you're going to build something truthful and honest. Whatever you think you are worthy of, you will create. So think you are worthy of more. Think outside the box. Try to see yourself from a different perspective. Try to see what you have from a different perspective. Look at yourself from the outside instead of from the inside all the time. Look, take a bird's eye view and just get a different perspective. Get more than one view. All right, partnership. We all want love, right? We all want to be loved. Our souls crave love, and we want to give love too. It's natural for us. Allow healthy, full, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. When you ask for help and support, make sure you are receptive and you are open to it. When it comes to you, use your discernment and decide, if it feels good, if it feels right. What are they asking in return? Is it an equal energy exchange? And if it is, and your boundaries are very clear, appreciate it, be grateful, and take the help, because it's going to help you evolve. Okay, you can't do it all by yourself. Me to me, you can't do it all by yourself. You can, but having a community, my ears ringing, it's a gift. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come into fruition. So, you want a new job? Go out there, talk to some people, ask for ask. You've got to ask, okay? You can't just manifest in your mind. I just applied for a new job today. It took me a few days because, employment change. Because I don't know why I get a little bit anxious about applying for jobs and I procrastinate. And do you know what happened last time I did that? I waited too long and I lost it. I didn't get the job. And so this time round, it was about 3 or 4 days. And then I couldn't find the piece of paper they wrote the email address on. So I rang today and I just explained, got the email address and I sent it through. And you've got to put action into it. You've got to manifest, action, release, wait for it to come to you. Manifest it to come to you. I saw it before, but now it's not here. We are attracting what is for us. We are not chasing it, we are attracting it to us. We're calling it to us. We are attracted to it, then we attract it to us. Not by sitting on our high horse, but working towards it. Your career path is leading you to a higher direction, with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that the changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So that's very important, okay? You can't just sit there and wait for it to come to you. You've got to do the work as well. Nobody's that high and mighty that they're just going to, sit there in their room and it's just going to come to them. Take a divinely guided chance. Sounds like a bit of a risk-taking situation. Oh, savings. Yeah, there's a lot here about savings. Even if you save $5 a week, it's still $5 a week more than you've got last week. If you're totally freaking broke, not totally freaking broke, you know what I mean? If you can pay your bills and stuff and you don't have a lot of money left over because you've got, a limited amount of money at the time, a scarce amount that has to go to these bills and stuff like that. Even just saving $5 a week is going to make a difference in the long run. And it's going to manifest more money to you as well. And more things, like you might be given food, you might be given help, you might be given discounts, you might be abundance comes, support comes in all sorts of different ways, not just someone giving you money, right? All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So, sever the vows of poverty. So, I've done a lot of that recently. There was places I was putting a lot of energy and I was like, why? Why am I doing this? Ego. I was stuck in an ego trap. I was doing things to feed my ego. And when I let them go and I released them, I changed. It changed. It opened up a lot more energy. It opened up space. It made room for space for me to now put my energy into new things that are going to be productive for me. So you may have let go of some things that you realize just weren't going anywhere. They weren't really on your path, and you needed to go through that. You needed to learn that was part of your path. But there comes to a point where you take the rose tinted glasses off and you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Like, what what's this feeding? What am I feeding right here? And like ego. When you're like, I don't need this. Like, if I take this off and leave this behind, and you're just so free. Sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So release any thoughts of poverty. Okay, you are abundant, you are rich, you are powerful. Cooperation instead of completion. What is yours, and no one can take it from you. There is no need to compete, as there is competition is ego, by the way. Ego will have you doing cartwheels. And yeah, people are watching, but they're watching for the wrong reasons. There is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So make those connections, allow them into your life, make that community, use your discernment and, see these connections for what they are, and just trust, that if you can see they have good intentions and they want to help you for the right reasons, let them invest in you. So 4-1, 4-1 on the counter. Okay, we're done with those cards. Let's work with these cards. Oh, these are tarot. Oh, true, the Light Seer tarot. Alright, let's give these a go. Let's do some tarot. I have to give them a good shuffle because they're new. Oh, that was weird. Oh, the Ten of Wands. Oh, these are cute. The Knight of Wands. Oh, 10 of Cups. We've got 10-10 here, so we've got a completion. We've got a King of Wands over here. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Damn. Bit of Leo. Bit of strength behind him. He's got a wand and he's come in and he's like, damn girl. He might be a guy, but this guy's he's about business. He's not insecure. He's very secure in himself. He knows he's a powerful being. So freeing your soul. Freeing your soul. You might have a horse. Horses might be a sign you keep seeing. You might have someone in your life with the Chinese zodiac sign of the horse. Got the Queen of Wands, making magic. Making magic. Freeing your soul. Unleashing your own personal magic. Oh, my leg's doing the weird vibraty, goosebumpy thing. Ten of Wands. New adventures. Travel, alone time, understanding yourself, learning your magic. Damn, this guy's like I got the 10 of Cups, of course, is happiness, complete, fruitful manifestations, harvesting, finding that inner happiness inside yourself and other people, meeting the right people. Pigs might fly. Oh, the Tower. The Tower. Scorpio. Destruction. Destruction leads to, rebuilding firm foundations. If it was not firm, Three of Swords, a good old heartbreak, when things fall down around us, it makes room. It makes room for worthy things. Oh, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, so success coming in, having your mind in the right place, manifesting, you know, the right things for you, for your path, for your soul, for your new transformation. Nine of Wands, standing in your power, knowing your power after what you've been through, the Hierophant. So a higher level of commitment coming in, teaching, spiritual school, Six of Pentacles, gifts. Oh, we've got a King of Cups. Oh, and the Lovers. Ooh, and the Hierophant. You've got definitely, there's union coming in. I've been saying this for a while, okay, but union's in the air. You might be like me and looking in the wrong place. Oh, we've got to go through it. We've got to go right through it though. To just shake off. If you don't like it, shake it off. I wrote that down today. You know, you want to be in places that make your soul feel free and seen and heard. There's passion. There's no illusions. Page of Swords. A Page of Swords and a Page of Wands. So, what I get from that, taking a risk, learning, just observing all the beautiful things in life, and a new path. Yeah, saying goodbye to the sorrow, releasing the past, releasing yourself from the bondage, you know, reflecting that it's all in your head. You've got to let it go and release it, and then, you know, it makes room, justice. Yeah. The scales will always balance, right? So when you lighten your heart, when you take these things off, these painful things that are not you, you may have been through these experiences, but they are not you, so you got to shake it off. Oh, we got 3 kings up in here. All right, so you are standing in your power. You're standing in your power right now, and you're ready to love. You've got a lot of love to give. A lot. So much love. I got 2 ducks out there in front of me. They look like they're swimming in the freshly cut grass. They actually look like they're swimming. They're a pair. They're a male and a female. Yeah, being rewarded. Being rewarded. I see the 6 of Cups, and with the 3 of Swords. Being rewarded with something stable, something secure. After this heartbreak, it was superficial. Yeah, we feel it, but you definitely didn't need it. Sometimes we break our own hearts. The Star. Yeah, healing is so powerful. Yeah, the Devil's taken a back step on this one. The Lovers. Unity. I've been seeing a lot about unity, about bringing, you know, people are all people, and like culture's beautiful. Culture is so yummy. All the different cultures, and, you know, as a collective world we live in, we are mixing, we are learning, we are passionate, we are unoppressing ourselves from limitations, from oppression, opening our minds, judgment. Yes, judgment has been made, the hammer has been. You done good, you're going to get good. Okay, so open yourself up to be receptive to all the beautiful things that you deserve, and know you are worthy. You are worthy. Ask for your needs to be met. Oh, donations. Tithering and charitable work. Yes, when you give, you receive, okay? Whatever you put out there into the universe is what you receive back. If you are stingy, the world will be stingy with you. You will not feel. You will not experience. You will experience on a superficial level, and you will never be satisfied and fulfilled. You must open your heart and give freely. Right, what should we finish this up with? I feel like some love messages. Shall we chop into the love? I feel like after all that hard releasing and healing, that, you know, it's time to love. It's time to love. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say it's time for love to come in, but it's time to love. We'll take that message. It's time to love. Love is all around. Love is in the air. And your heart is hungry. Some Hungry Hearts, that song keeps playing for me from Dirty Dancing. Oh, it's Hungry Eyes, right? New love. Pay attention to signs, divine timing, have faith, forgive and release, gratitude, yeah. Open yourself to love. It's time for love to come in. A new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidence, okay? There's fate, there's destiny, there's synergy, there's synchronicities. There's signs, there's paths, there's languages, secret languages of the universe. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. So patience is important. Just take it slow, take it easy. Don't put pressure on yourself, because you might just self-sabotage and, you know, lose your mind. The angels are, and we're past that, right? We've evolved past losing our mind and self-sabotaging. We don't do that anymore. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. So letting go. If you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. Yeah. People always show who they are and what they're about. So make sure your eyes are open. Oops. I can't remember what I was just going to say. Nah, it's gone. It's gone. Oh my goodness gracious. Someone has something. Nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely guided. So if you're feeling anxious about it, these cards just got super anxious just then. There might be a lot of energy. It might be quite exciting. You might have the butterflies. So just be grateful for it. That you have love. That someone is thinking of you like that, and just transmute that energy. Take that nice, happy energy and use it to create. Use it to create. Ground yourself, most importantly. This is my grounding crystal. Ground yourself. Ground yourself is very important with everything in life, is learning how to ground yourself. Spirit guides, angels, any messages of love for our collective here? Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. Ah, that's gorgeous. I love that. There's a lot of love in this energy that I'm reading. It's nice. It's made me feel very comfortable. A message for you. I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Aw. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. time is an amazing thing. And we have plenty of it. We have plenty. I spent half my life in a hurry, in a rush, like the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. I'm late to a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. I did a lot though, I guess, but I'm learning to slow down now and just take my time. Otherwise you miss out on a lot. I look back and my children have grown up and I'm like, shit. Oh, why was I in such a hurry? And it's because I had them really young and there was a lot of pressure. And a lot of that pressure I put on myself because I wasn't old enough to have children. So I was trying to hurry up and grow up. And then I was trying to hurry them up and grow them up. When really we should have grown up together and taken our time. But we live, right? And we learn, and that's the only way. Emotions are a natural, necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So forgiveness. Releasing anything that doesn't feel good to you, okay? If it doesn't feel good, throw it the fuck away. Throw it in the trash. Just, throw it in the trash. That's where I'm at in life. If it doesn't feel good, fuck it off. Fuck it right the fuck off. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So this is a 3D connection. Someone is definitely channeling your energy and your love. Be aware. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So if you get a feeling that someone feels more for you than what they're showing and what they're telling you, that's because they are. You have to feel it. And it's just not time yet. They will come forward with their feelings, but they don't want to overwhelm you. I don't know about you, but I get quite overwhelmed with too much too soon. So I'm grateful for that. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. So be open to love. Let it flow. Oh, those ducks are fighting with each other now. He's chasing her. Ooh. The masculine's like, I'm hungry. Eat me. Let him chase, I say. Let him chase. Play it out. Play it out, see where it goes. Divine feminine should never ever chase, okay? If it's not coming to you naturally, it's not for you. Sometimes we have to learn that over and over and over again. My Lord, just let it come. Sit in your divine high priestess energy, loving on yourself, put that out there to the universe and you will attract the yummiest kind of love. Oh, there's another dude. Oh, there's 3 of them. There's 3 male ducks outside my house right now. My milkshake brings all the ducks to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. I don't know where this reading just went, but quack. It's quacked. We're all quacked around here. Quack, quack. Do you want to see the ducks? I'll show you the ducks, eh? Then you know what I'm talking about. There's the ducks. Oh, look, and there's a girl. See? They've got like the dark heads. There's 3 dudes, 1 girl, and she's like, oh my god. Alright, collective, I'm going to end that there. So, take care, lots of love, and I will see you next time, whenever this uploads, because they've been a bit funny with how they're uploading. But yeah, take care, be happy, release whatever doesn't need to be around you, whatever makes you feel like shit, just let it go, throw it in the bin, love yourself. See you next time. Please like and subscribe, then we can get our message across, help people heal and be happy and manifest